morning students. This is part 5 of chapter metals and non-metals. In this video we will study about how do metals react with water. Metals react with water and produce a metal oxide and hydrogen gas. Metal oxides that are dissolved in water produce metal hydroxide. But all metals do not react with water. You can see the word equation here, that is metal plus water gives metal oxide plus hydrogen, and this metal oxide which is dissolved in water forms metal hydroxide. Metals like potassium and sodium react violently with cold water. In case of sodium and potassium, the reaction is so violent and exothermic that the evolved hydrogen immediately catches fire. You can see here, this is potassium in solid form, it is taken. This cold water, H2O, and it forms potassium hydroxide, that is KOH, plus hydrogen gas and heat. Because heat evolves during the reaction is exothermic, and this hydrogen which is evolved here, it catches immediately fire because sodium and potassium are highly reactive. The reaction is highly vigorous. They react violently. So this sodium plus water gives sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen and heat. Such kind of questions can be asked. Name the metals react with cold water. Sodium and potassium react with cold water, and the reaction is so violent that the hydrogen evolved during reaction immediately catches fire. And calcium is less violent, and the heat evolved is not sufficient to catch fire. You can see in this figure, this sodium when reacts with water, this hydrogen gas evolved here and it catches immediately fire. When calcium reacts with water, see the reaction, this is calcium plus water, this is cold water, and calcium hydroxide is produced as well as hydrogen gas is released. But after some time of reaction, this calcium starts floating. It starts floating because the bubbles of hydrogen gas, you can see here in this figure, the bubbles of hydrogen gas stick with the surface of this metal, and that is why this metal starts floating in water. So such kind of question you can see here, why does calcium float in water? You'll write the answer, because the bubbles of hydrogen formed stick to the surface of metal. Which metal reacts with hot water? This is magnesium. Magnesium reacts with hot water. Magnesium does not react with cold water. It reacts with hot water to form magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. And it also starts floating due to the bubbles of hydrogen gas sticking to its surface, which you can see here. This magnesium is also floating. When aluminium and iron react with water, they do not react with cold water, they do not react with hot water. These metals react with steam. So there are few metals which do not react with even hot water, they react with steam. These metals are aluminium, iron and zinc. They react with steam only. See the reaction here. This is aluminium, react with steam, that is H2O in gaseous form, form aluminum oxide, that is Al2O3 plus hydrogen gas. And this is iron that reacts with steam. Again, the formula of water is written here and in gaseous form, and it forms iron 2 and 3 oxide and plus hydrogen gas. Few metals are there which even do not react with steam. These metals are lead, copper, silver and gold. They do not react with water at all. There is no reaction with water when these metals, lead, copper, silver and gold, are taken. There is no reaction with water. See, how do metals react with steam? Such kind of apparatus is arranged for the reaction. This is the metal coil we have taken. This is a metal sample. This is glass wool, and this glass wool is soaked in water, and this is heated. When it is heated, steam is produced, and this metal sample which we have taken here, it reacts with steam and forms hydrogen gas. And this hydrogen gas passes through this delivery tube to this water which we have taken in this beaker, and this is the inverted test tube in which you can see these bubbles are going up, and this hydrogen collects here. Because hydrogen gas is produced here, showing the reaction of metal sample with steam. We have not taken here any water, only steam is here. And how does steam is produced? This glass wool is soaked in water and then it is heated. So this reaction you can show. Suppose this metal sample is iron, aluminum, so it produces hydrogen gas. So please learn all these reactions, and in the order of that which metals react with cold water, which react with hot water, which react with steam and which do not react. That's all for today. Thank you.